The January transfer window is over. We had a couple more players leave on loan, but today it is all about the Copa del Rey and our first round match against AZ in their house in the Champions League knockout round. The team's mostly healthy. We're mostly doing well, and it just means we're setting ourselves up for the fall. My name's FM20, and it's time to get Réal. So not a lot of time has passed in YouTube time between the last episode and this episode. Real life, it's been about a week since I sat down to record. Had a lot of things going on behind the scenes, some very positive things. It just took a little bit of doing to take care of, and by the time I got done taking care of all that, I really just wasn't in the mood for FM. And frankly, we're kind of reaching that burnout point anyways. You see it going on with a lot of creators. They announced FM21 finally. It's going to come out next month. You have a lot of people wrapping up saves and doing experiments or one-offs or things like that. I might do that. We'll have to wait and see. But in the meantime, we're still trying to win the Champions League here at High End. And so far, we're on the right track. We beat Alaves 2-0 after beating Granada. Carlos Roberto took them a goal. Luis had an own goal in the 88th minute for Alaves. We thoroughly outclassed them from a statistics point of view. 30 shots, 18 on target, 63% possession advantage. They had 11 and 7. They defended strong. Their keeper had a couple of brilliant saves. That's why he's on a 7-5. But we were too powerful for them. It was too much. Transfer window wise, Connor McClanahan and Jose Miguel Flexia went out on loan to get them a little more playing time against quality opponents. It does leave my under 19 squad a bit bare, but I'm okay with that. Today, though, it is all about Villareal in the Copa del Rey 5th round, and then AZ. We're playing away first in the Champions League first knockout round stage. We're going to play Levante Deportivo offline. So far, we got a 4-point lead on Barcelona. How long we can hold that, I'm not sure. We've got more points than the yellow cards, finally, but I'm sure that'll change by the end of the season as well. Carlos Roberto leads us with 30 goals and 8.07 rating. Antonio Augusto, 15 assists. Roberto also has 12 players in the match award. Augusto, 11 yellow cards and a couple red cards. I don't know what is going on with him this season, but maybe he's getting too comfortable in his role. I don't know. 27 years old, 4.5 star current ability, 4.5 star potential ability. He creeps up to 5 stars in both every once in a while. I think that's just the coaches or who's ever evaluating him. Their opinions are changing based on what he's done lately. But still a solid midfielder for us when he's not injured or sitting on the bench because he has too many yellow cards. So that said, I'm going to check my best 11, set the reserves, and we're going to be back against Villareal in the Copa del Rey 5th round in just a bit. Well, we are playing our 4-2-4, of course. Bates in goal. Kerma, Hranek, Lenz, and Tasevsky is the defensive back four. Uche is knackered and is getting a little bit of rest. Plus, I think he has to miss this match because he had too many yellow cards in the previous Copa del Rey matches. I'm not quite sure about that, though. Antonio Augusto and Oosterley are the midfielders. Verdonk and Israel are the attacking midfielders. Roberto and Maria up top as the strikers. They are playing a 4-4-1-1. That could give us some trouble. They got Fernandez starting at defensive right back. Let's see how he does for them. And Gonzalez scores in the first minute off a free kick from well outside the box. Lofted in there. I don't even think Gonzalez waited for it to hit the ground. He just volleyed it the minute it came to his foot. Kerma to Roberto off the throw, and Kerma gets it back, and Maria equalizes off the very nice cross from Kerma. His 20th goal of the season. Nice cross by Kerma. And Maria sitting between the two defenders, able to jump up, get a head on it, put it past the keeper. Coming up on halftime, it's been a fairly even game, even if you look at the match stats. We've had 8 shots, 3 on target. They've had 3 and 2 rather. The possession advantage has been equal. We need to turn it up the second half. Sabater to Joan, back to Sabater, out to Spiker, to Mitrovic, who loses the ball. He got his head on it, but it looks like, well, he's going to steal it back from Lenz. Lenz thought he was a dribbler and wasn't. Mitrovic inside the box. Gonzalez top the box, off the post and in. Villareal goes ahead by 1. Unless it won't count because something happened. It didn't count, okay? Somebody was offsides or somebody was fouled. Okay, it is about 63 minutes. We're going to make a couple of changes here. Israel is flat out knackered. We're going to get him off and bring on Kleber. Oosterly, we're going to bring off and bring on Veerman. Augusto, we're going to bring off and bring on Slimanu. 3 subs at the 60-minute mark. Not a lot that can go wrong there. Slimanu from just outside the box. And he slots it past the keeper and the post for the goal. That was well done. Villareal hasn't had a shot on goal since the first half. Oh, nice curve. Curved it around the thin wall and in. He's been wanted by Paris FC for the past 2 years now, but they've never made an offer for him. And ball bounces back and forth before finally being cleared by Fernandez. Delgado from outside the box again. Hrvanik knocks it away. Slimanu driving forward. And he is intercepted. Jean runs down the ball, gets it to Sabater, who bombs it down the field towards Delgado. Hrvanik gets in the way. Ball falls at Veerman's foot. He drives forward, and he is fouled. Oh, Kulusevski tackled him. It wasn't a foul. Nice tackle. Morelli to Mitrovic. Dispossessed. Tisevski sends it up to Maria. He gets it to Roberto, who's between the defenders. Takes the shot just wide left. Only a few seconds of extra time left, and we have beaten Villareal in the Copa del Rey. That was a solid win for us. 18 shots, 8 on target. We held them to 4-3. That was a good, solid win for us. Question is, when is the draw for the next one? We're here, so the draw is going to be somewhere in here, I think. But we are going to play Sevilla and Celta Vigo. Oh, we're down here. Copa del Rey semifinal draw. That's going to be in 2 days. And then we have Levante and Deportivo. No, we don't, because the semifinal is going to be on the 8th. So what we're going to do is play the semifinal. And then next episode, we will come back for, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But anyhow, we'll be back in a bit. Well, we are playing Sevilla in the Copa del Rey semifinal. They are currently in the relegation zone. So they've been on a bit of a lucky run, to be honest with you. That said, we're still going to play them. And they are coming up after the Levante game. So we're going to play Levante offline, then play Sevilla. And then triple live com, do AZ? Yeah, we'll come back and do a triple live com. We'll do AZ, and then next episode will be the second half of the Sevilla match, and then the second half of the AZ match. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to play Levante offline, and we'll be back with the Sevilla match in just a bit. Well, I played it with fire, almost got burned. We are on a 30-game unbeaten streak. It's a new high in record. And I played a mostly rotated side against Levante because they're not a great team, so what could possibly go wrong? Well, their keeper turned in a solid performance. I was so upset with how some of my players were playing. I watched this on extended highlights that I took Kleber and Veerman off at the half. Ignore the 6.7 and the 6.8 because they were definitely stinking it up. Oh my God. Verdonk came on, Roberto came on. Roberto got us the goal in the 81st minute to salvage the win. Despite the fact that we had 23 shots, 12 on target, they're 9-3. We're just not. The numbers look good, but we're not getting what I would expect from those. So we've got Sevilla coming up here in just a bit. I'll be back with that match in a few. And Barcelona got absolutely thumped by Atletico, so they are now 7 points behind us. Our lead in La Liga is opening up. There's still a chance we could still throw it away. Anything's possible, but this is good news. Well, Sevilla's not the strongest squad. They are currently in a relegation battle in La Liga, but they've managed to get to the semifinals, which means they've beaten some good teams to get here, whether by luck or by skill or a combination thereof. So we have to take them seriously, and that's why we're starting our best available 11 today. We got Bates in goal, Kermit, Uche, Lenz, and Jan as the defensive back four, Slamano and Veerman as the midfielders rather. Oosterley is a little bit tired, and frankly, I don't want to start him and risk him. Verdonk and Israel are the attacking midfielders, Roberto and Maria up top as the strikers. Soler to Philippe, gives the ball away, Kerma. Centers it to Veerman, brings it forward, cuts between the defenders, and bounces it off a player, but it goes to Israel. Verdonk to Veerman, who scores from the top of the box. That was a shot. It was a lucky bounce. Bounced right off the number 16, went to Israel. Verdonk headed it down, and Veerman was right there to knock it past the keeper from distance. Kickoff highlight. Mark to Philippe. Slamano gets in front of it, heads it down to Roberto, to Verdonk, centers it to Veerman. He breaks right, gets it to Israel, out to Jan. Holds it up to Israel. Veerman again, off of Roberto, and Roberto gets the goal. He redirects the... Well, no, they're calling out a Veerman goal. Veerman gets it to Israel. Sends it to Verdonk. Or to Jan, rather. Back to Israel. Oh, it hit off the... whoever that is, the number 4. But they're calling it a Veerman goal because it was probably going to go in even if he didn't get his foot on it. Rigamonti, back to Sanchez. To Philippe. Kerma steps in front of that. Verdonk. Long pass. Roberto in between the defenders. And Pfeiffer with a very nice block. Veerman, corner kick. Sends it in. Knocked away. And that's the highlight. Andrick. Holds it up. Gets it to Rigamonti. Dispossessed by Kerma. Slamanu up to Roberto. Long pass. Maria between the defenders. Takes the shot. Pfeiffer with a nice block. Veerman. Oh, bad corner kick. It goes right to Felipe, who just bombs it out of bounds. Kerma on the throw into Roberto. Back to Kerma. Centers it to Veerman. Out into space for Roberto on the left. He centers it. Maria's there, but Soler knocks it away. Mraz kicks it away. Jan's going to run that down, hopefully. Gets it to Lenz. Back up to Veerman. And that was a nice pass for Dunk. No, he takes the shot, but it's very wide. Veerman on the corner kick. Lenz is there. And Pfeiffer, very nice block. Veerman again on the corner. Well, Miguel stepped in front of it. Can Kerma get there? He can. And the highlight ends. Bates to Lenz. Up to Maria. He heads it down to Israel, who cuts inside. Out to Verdonk. He holds it up. Gets it back to Kerma, top of the box. Slamanu takes the shot, but pushes it just wide right. Kerma from just outside the box. And off the crossbar. Oh, the number 20 tried clearing it away and hit it off the post as well. That was a lucky piece of work for them. Coming up on halftime, back-to-back Joret Veerman goals in the second and third minutes have given us the 2-0 lead. 22 shots, 13 on target, huge possession advantage. Sevilla's had 2 and 2. I don't want to say we're in control of this game. It would take a lot for us to lose it, but we're quite capable of doing that. Anybody who's watched this series knows that. Veerman on the corner kick. Lenz. Is that a Verdonk goal? It is. Looked like a Sevilla player was in the way, but maybe your header. Let's see here. Veerman. Lens heads it. Oh, Verdonk gets somehow the slide volley in between the two defenders and a diving keeper. "60 minutes in, we're going to make a couple of changes. Konstantinovic is going to come on for Israel. We're going to bring Spender on for Jan. 80 minutes left in the game. We're going to make our last sub. We're going to get Lens off because he's below 70% and bring on Hrvanik. Miguel sends it into the crowd. Knocked away. Veerman gets a foot on it. Passes it up towards Maria, but Marmol steps in front. Back to Miguel, to Marmol. Out to Diego on the left. He holds it up, crosses it in. Molina's there off the post. Knocked away. That was a hard shot that we got very lucky on. Coming up on the end of the game. Last chance for somebody to score. Konstantinovic. Oh, knocked away by Sanchez. Roberto's going to run it down. Centers it Hrvanik. Back out to Konstantinovic. Verdonk off the post. Spender stops it from going out of bounds. Crosses it in again. Roberto. And it was a weak shot. I don't think he definitely didn't get enough on it. I don't think he was expecting the ball to go there. Pfeiffer sends it forward, and that is the game. A 3-0 shutout of Sevilla, thanks to second and third minute goals by Jort Veerman, and a 56-minute goal by Barry Verdonk. 33 shots, 19 on target. Huge possession advantage. This was a very good game for us. Well, that was a solid win for us. We got Deportivo coming up in 3 days, and then the first AZ game coming up in 6. Deportivo is also not the best team. Well, I take that back. I'm thinking of someone else. They are currently in 8th place. So it may have been a mistake to play Sevilla, but I really wanted the Copa del Rey win. That puts us 3 goals up. So the next time we play Sevilla, we can play not the B squad, because I don't have a B squad, but the second teamers, I guess, and go from there. So we are going to be back with our first game against AZ Alkmaar in just a bit. Admittedly, I almost shot myself in the foot with this one. I played a fairly rotated side here, but Armin Lens scored in the 42nd minute. Václav Hrvanik had a penalty kick in the 3rd minute of first period extra time, 40th minute, and we beat Deportivo 2-0, 12 shots, 7 on target. My defense and midfield was absolutely stellar this game. Lens had a 7.8, Uche a 7.0, Tasevsky a 7.4, Oosterley a 7.4, Hrvanik a 9.0. He was all over the place. I had him at ball-winning midfielder today, and he had the one chance created. He had 7 key passes, the 1 assist, and the goal. He was absolutely stellar. The 4 yellow cards, on the other hand, not so stellar, but we won, and we keep our winning streak alive. Now, can we keep it going against AZ? Let's find out. Well, AZ is definitely a good squad. They've won the Eredivisie a couple of years in a row now. Ajax has fallen off a little bit. They've still got a player on their squad, 32 years old, Kenzo Goodman. Kenzo. He is not a bad midfielder. We, of course, are playing our 4-2-4. We've got Bates in goal, Kermit, Uche, Lens, Jan as the defensive back 4, Augusto and Oosterley as the midfielders, Verdonk and Israel as the attacking midfielders, Roberto and Maria up top as the strikers. We got a couple players on the borderline of 90%. Lens is at 85, but I think we should be okay. If not, I can definitely get him off at half. I've got capable replacements for him. Bosch driving forward. What the heck happened there? God, that's that freaking programming again. Kermit was on him and then broke away because that's what the match engine told him to do. That is annoying as all get out. And I know I'm not the only one who's harped on that. Hopefully they fix that in FM21. Van Leeuwen to Klooster on the throw-in. To Bosch. Back to Van Leeuwen on the right. He holds it up. Gets it to Bosch, corner of the box. He crosses it in. Van Ralt is there. Bates Easy stop for him. He rolls it out to Jan. Back to Lens. To Israel, who loses it. De Heuvel has it. Gets around Israel. To Struw. Crosses in Van Orm. Jesus H. Goal is disallowed, though. He was offsides. Still. Tell the guys to concentrate here. Good grief. Van Ralt bounces it off. Oosterly. Israel in the box. Gives it away. Verdonk had it, but Guzman didn't get it. Gets it. Kenzo, rather. Oh, knocked away again. Roberto ends up with the ball. Driving forward. Splits the defenders. Gets the ball to Maria. And the AZ keeper, Van Leeuwen, a very nice stop. Augusto, corner kick. Sends it in. The crowd is there. Lens heads it over the crossbar. Augusto again with a corner kick. In the crowd, Roberto is there, but Van Leeuwen has no problems picking it up. He rolls out to Bosch. Turns the corner, gets by Kerma. In the box, unchallenged. This is just Uche back to Kerma. Uche and Kerma playing back and forth. Oosterly back to Bates. And Lens gives it away to Van Ralt. He's coming off at the half. Van Heuvel to Van Ralt to Guzman. Up to Bosch. He stops it from going out of bounds. Gets by Kerma. Van Ralt is... Base was looking the wrong way the entire time. Holy cow, the guys are going to get ball again at halftime. 3-0 down. Maria to Oosterly to Israel. Centers it to Augusto. Get out of the way, ref. Augusto holds it up, gets it to Verdonk, taps it up to Roberto, back to Verdonk, dispossessed. Bosch driving forward. Why are there two guys on the number 35? Of all the times for the match engine to rear its head. Van Omeren. Ball bounces back and forth in the crowd. Van Ralt loses it. Is that a goal kick or a corner kick? It's a corner kick. It last touched a high-end player. Van Omeren. Lens knocks it away. Bosch gets it back to Struw. Dispossessed. Maria 2-on-1. Van de Heuvel gets it back. Back to Van Leeuwen. And he just kicks it out of bounds. Roberto gives the ball away to Klooster. Bosch. Hop into space for Van Omeren. 1-on-1 with Bates. Nice stop. Van Omeren in the crowd. Lens loses it. No, Lens was shoved. Augusto, corner kick. Is that a penalty? They're saying Struw fouled Maria. He's going to go check it out. I've got music for this. It is a penalty. Is this going to be Verdonk taking this? It is. And Van Leeuwen, a nice save. Gumajin just Good opportunity goes wasting. Nice save by Van Leeuwen. Augusto sends it in. It's knocked away. Van Olmeren has it. 60 minutes. We're going to make a couple of changes here. Take a look at Van Leeuwen real quick, the keeper. That's a pretty good keeper. We're going to get Kerma off and bring on Tasevski. Kerma's been abused all game. Verdonk is coming off. Konstantinovic is going to come on. We're going to bring Slamano in for Jan. My defense has been absolutely horrible this game. We need one goal. We need one away goal. Lens to Oosterley. Van der Heijden runs it down. Back to Van Leeuwen. He gives it away to Israel, but Israel just heads it forward. Teppernick's there to get it. Van der Heuvel sends it all the way back to Van Leeuwen. He bombs it forward. Slamano steps in front of it. Israel gets the ball to Lens, to Augusto. Back to Lens. All the way back to Bates. Uche up to Augusto. Out to Tasevski. He gets it up to Konstantinovic, who loses it, but Maria's there and he pushes it wide left. Come on, guys. Just one away goal. Augusto, corner kick. And Roberto is there with the... Wow, that was a heck of a volley. No one around him to get it. It's the one away goal we needed. Roberto's defender lost him, and he was all alone. I mean, he was surrounded by a couple of other players, but if he'd missed that, I would have been really upset. 21 shots, 11 on target we've had. 2 clear-cut chances, 2 half chances, and we're 2 goals down. And someone else scored. Was that Lens? He scored on the header. Augusto from outside the box sends it in. Oh, Van Leeuwen went up for the ball and misjudged it. Lens was able to head it in because Van Leeuwen wasn't there to stop it. Van Leeuwen's still on a 7-7, though. Last chance to equalize. Tasevski, Augusto, Uche. Back to Augusto. Tasevski to Augusto. He feeds Roberto, who centers it. Maria's there. Oh, nice play by the AZ defender. Oosterley, a weak shot. Wow, that was a nice play by the AZ defender. We've got 2 away goals, though, and we're only 1 goal down now. That's nice. I spoke too soon. Bosch feeds Van Olmeren. Bates, a well-done save. Oosterley to Roberto, just bombs it forward, goes right to Struan, and that's the highlight. Game's going to end here shortly, and that is it. 2 late goals, the 75th and 83rd minute, after a Verdonk missed penalty kick in the 56th minute. From a stats point of view, we thoroughly dominated AZ. 28 shots, 14 on target. They had more fouls than we did. None of us had yellow cards, that's interesting. They had 14 and 8, but they come away with a 3-2 victory, thanks to goals by Bosch in the 5th and 31st minute. That 5th minute goal was an absolute travesty of a match-ending disaster. And a Van Raalte goal in the 43rd minute. But we got 2 away goals, which will be handy. All we have to do is put in a credible performance against them, and we should be okay. And that is the first game we have lost in a long, long time, too. If that doesn't motivate the guys, I don't know what will. Good grief. So we are going to come back for Sevilla and AZ again. I know Zealand and a couple others have brought it up about what they would like to see fixed in FM21. I would really love to see the match engine fixed where the defenders revert to what the match engine says they should do as opposed to what they ought to be doing. I'm totally screwing that up there. But there's no reason for Kerma to run away from that. He should have stayed with the AZ player the entire time. Instead, Kerma ran to be somewhere else. And then it just let the guy do what he wanted to do. And that's not the first time this has happened in FM20. I know I've talked about it before. And frankly, if I can notice it, a lot of other people should be noticing it too. That said, we did well to get the 2 goals back. We did well to beat Sevilla in the first half of the Copa del Rey semifinal. We need to keep it going. We got Osasuna coming up next, and a tough Athletic Club team that could really go either way. Athletic Club, I want to say, is the last team to beat us. We'll take a look at that here in just a minute as soon as the game finishes saving. Nope, Atletico was the last team to beat us. Okay. So we're doing good. Barcelona lost again in El Clasico, so we are now 10 points ahead of them in La Liga. Our 67 goals are first best. Our 17 goals allowed are first best. We're first in yellow cards at 61. And we're maxing out. And our stadium is almost 100% full every game. That's been really nice to see. So, a couple good performances, a couple horrible performances, and sometimes those occurred in the same match. But we've got a chance. We really need to get past AZ. We need to get past AZ. That's all there is to it. So, next episode, that's what we're going to do. If you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticisms, comments. Leave those down below. I want to answer as fast as I can. I'm FM20, and I thank you for watching.